Yeah.
JT, this is my intro.
One episode. Okay, fine. I see how it is.
Yeah, you're rusty. You haven't been here for the past couple stock markets.
Oh yeah, but actually I missed 2 stock markets. You're right.
You're
Kid
rusty.
thinks he can just show back up and take things back over.
What's it called? Getting Wally pipped? Isn't that the whole thing?
It's that was what Lou Gehrig, yeah.
And then Belichick said it to Wes Welker when Julian Edelman started punt returning for the Patriots.
No.
Well, listen. As of right now, I'm the Warren Buffett of this podcast. Even though I'm down a little bit, I'm still on top. So as of right now, this is my segment, and I'll do the fucking intros.
I feel like I'm getting yelled at right now.
What is going on? We got some Dynasty stock market going on. Let me get the logo off the screen. Boom. I'm the big loser this week. Other than that, Lunas up 550.
I'm
Shout
on your
out,
ass,
Lunas.
buddy.
Good job,
Thank
bud.
you.
Good job.
I might be doing the intro next week. I might be in first place.
Is that how we're gonna do it? Whoever's in
It'll
first
be-
gets to do the intro
It'll be
nowadays.
my show.
JT up 220, Jake down 86. Had some big news last week, and you guys, all three of you, made a killing off the Baker Mayfield trade. I was the lone wolf. We actually had the embargo, me and Lunas, on Baker Mayfield last week. So that being said, N'Keal Harry isn't over the threshold to buy, so we don't have to embargo him. Are we going to embargo anyone else this week? Was there any news for
Zach Wilson potentially?
The MILF boost?
Yeah.
He's gonna get a boost. I'm telling you.
I actually wouldn't be that like surprised if he does.
If he's not this week, I'm getting him. I'll tell you guys that now.
You're actually gonna buy him off the MILF boost.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think I'm in there with Lunas as well.
The
Throwing
ultimate
bombs,
meta
picking
brain
moms.
strat.
Hey,
Yeah.
we saw the ice cream boost Braxton Berrios for like a month, so this one's even better.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. What is this segment? All right, well, real quick before we get into moves, we can get into the biggest risers and fallers. And I think we can all predict who the biggest faller is going to be, right?
Matt Corral.
Yeah, it's got to be Matt Corral and Sam Darnold. I expect them to be like 1 and 4. And oh wait, I have the hold on a second. I have this screwed up. Hold on. Bear with me here. Sorry, we have an extremely high budget market podcast here. Let me hide this column. And boom. All right, Matt Corral, no, Travis Kelce. Oh. Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, like what is going on?
Oh, because of course,
Noah-
because I got Brandon Ayuk, he goes down.
The
Yeah, that
Noah
makes
Gray
sense.
shooters are standing up.
All right,
Those
so
are good
Sam-
ones.
Deontay Harris changed his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
That was a while ago.
I didn't even realize.
All right, so
I didn't
Sam
know.
Darnold is 9th in biggest faller. Matt Corral is number 1. So other biggest fallers: Kelsey, Adams, Ayuk, Akers, Metcalf, Noah Fant, Keontae Ingram, Trey McBride, Saquon. I mean, any rhyme or reason for any of these dudes?
Most of them know. Like
Nope.
until training
Okay.
camp starts, it's just gonna be random shit.
I think the Seattle guys is because they're out on Baker, so that they fell a little bit.
I don't know if I'm making this up. Was there a report that Brandon Ayuk was like not on the same page with Trey Lance or something?
No, it was, you know how like there was like this fake rumor that came out about like Trey Lance is having arm fatigue. Like if anything, Ayuk backed him up. He was like, he posted like videos of him and Trey Lance training together, like just on their own. And he's like, oh, these are the only passes until his arm got too tired, like as like a joke. So if anything, he was backing up Trey Lance and like getting extra work in with him. So I have no idea why he fell. He should have rose if anything.
And any takes on the biggest fallers? I think it was like, pretty standard stuff. Matt Corral is obviously going down because now he's the perceived third or even backup quarterback when people thought he could potentially be the starter.
Yeah, everything else at this point until training camp starts, it's just gonna be variance.
Yeah, not much else other than the Darnold news impacting a bunch of different players between Seattle, Carolina. That's about it.
All right, so let's go biggest risers. Biggest risers were oh, I have this screwed up. Nope, no I don't. Deshaun Watson, the biggest riser. I guess
Wow.
that's from the news for like the apparent only 6 to 8 week suspension.
4 to 6, they were saying.
They said
4 to
heard
6,
that.
wow.
Which, I mean, compared to indefinite suspension, yeah, I can see why he's going to be a riser.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised, or I am surprised, sorry, to not see like Calvin Ridley on here, just because of how many times I saw, well, if Deshaun Watson's only getting suspended, 4 or 6 games, Calvin Ridley shouldn't be suspended a year. So I'm surprised to see him not even in the conversation.
I don't know, I feel like that's a little hairy. That is an interesting point. I just think it's a little hairy because we know how serious these sports organizations are going to take the gambling stuff because of how much of a moneymaker it's now going to be for these leagues.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So, like, you definitely can't have any of that going on. That's going to be extremely frowned upon. Where the Deshaun Watson scenario is very, I don't know really the right words to put it, because it's still a PR storm for the NFL, but I guess it's like, is it from the NFL's perspective? It seems like the main thing they're going to care about is revenue. So, like, if Deshaun Watson all of a sudden is only suspended, let's say 6 games, like, is that really going to impact?
Do you want to know what my guess is? Because we kind of all know it's PR. I think the NFL kind of figured they're not going to suspend him for an entire season. So to soften the blow when it's announced that he's not, they put out 4 to 6 weeks as a report. Everyone reacts to that. Then the final thing ends up being like 8 to 10. So that like it's not as bad an initial reaction because people were thinking 4 to 6.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
my
just
guess.
like soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, people do that all the time in PR. They initially leak out something where it ends up being better than that, but if they had just made 8 to 10 originally without anything, it would have been a bigger blowback.
Interestingly, Leonard Fournette up 227. Was there any reports about Leonard Fournette?
No, I don't think so.
Probably just realizing Rachaad White's not that important. And
yeah, I don't know. This other stuff just seems kind of a little bit variancy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it's random until training camp starts soon. We're close.
Right.
It starts in the end of July.
Yeah, speaking of which, let's get into the moves, fellas.
Yes.
Anyone want to take the reins here and start us off?
Okay, I'm gonna start off with I want to sell McCaffrey.
See a CMC.
And Dallas Goedert.
Any reasoning behind the two, or just?
I don't think it's gonna go up between now and then. I like Goddard like once like training camp starts. I probably will get either him or Devontae Smith back, but for now it's like he went down 100. I'm just not trying to play with it for now. I want to get Jalen Tolbert as one of them.
Going off that report that he's going to be starting week 1.
Yeah.
A Stonks report.
Mm-hmm.
How much do I have left? I'll sell more people, but I got to get the legend Zach Wilson. Yeah, I want Zach Wilson.
That's hilarious, dude.
Okay. And then I'm probably gonna make one more move. I need to clear up more space. One of you guys can make a move or two, and then I'll decide who else I want to sell.
So far, it was sell McCaffrey, sell Goddard, buy Tolbert, buy Wilson.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start off my selling train because I've got a lot of guys that I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell Treylon Burks. Made my quick 200 off him. I'm going to sell Drew Lock. Don't want to be caught holding the Drew Lock bag when inevitably the Seahawks do something weird. Is it time to cut bait on Will Fuller, JT?
No, we hold.
We hold.
We're
the line.
holding. We're holding still.
You guys can say on that.
Who was the guy that you just sold?
I sold Treylon Burks and I sold Drew Lock.
Oh, Drew Lock. Uh-huh. I don't know. The more time goes on, it just feels like. Do we really think Seattle's going within the division to get Jimmy G? Like,
No, I think the Niners are going to have to cut Jimmy G. Is what's going to happen.
does Seattle even pick Jimmy G up though? I guess if he's first, he might as well.
Yeah. If he doesn't cost you any assets, yes.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable on the Drew Lock train right now. Especially with Geno Smith apparently in contention to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not going to be on that train. Now, who to buy? I have no idea. I don't have any good buys right now. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, I could do some selling while you're thinking of some buys. Likewise, I am also going to get out on Drew Lock. Tried to make a little pretty penny on the news that they're not getting Baker, and he went up 6. Coincidentally, Baker
penny and nickel.
Yeah, coincidentally Baker's number, but also fine. I'm also going to sell. Who else? Get me out of Mr. Cade Otton. I think he's gotten his boost from Gronk retiring, and it's time to just move on. And I think my last move is going to be... I'm going to get rid of Mostert for now.
Okay.
Come back to him later.
Unless you have any buys, I have a couple more sells.
Yeah, I'm buying Sky Moore real quick.
Okay.
Yes.
He's the guy I was considering buying.
Yeah, I've got the cash to pick up Sky Moore. I'm going to pick up the Chiefs stack here if Juju and Sky Moore.
Okay.
Kind of talked about them both on the pod yesterday. I just think that Sky Moore being only at less than 4,100, I think that's some nice value for a rookie right now.
You already had Juju.
Yeah, I already had Juju.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what? I'm going to sell Romeo Doubs. And you want to know who I'm going to buy?
Who?
I'm going to buy him, the Lizard King, Alan Lazard.
Oh, he was going to be one of the guys that I got.
I'm buying Alan Lazard.
I like it.
Talked about it on the pod yesterday. Guess what? He's on the squad. Welcome, the Lizard King.
Welcome to Lizard King.
I'm about to change my entire roster again this week.
Oh, who saw that coming?
Yeah, you mean like
Makes it way more fun.
All right, JT. I'm gonna buy Jalen Tolbert.
So far, you've sold Drew Lock, Cade Otton, and Raheem Mostert. Am I missing anyone?
Nope. And I just put in buying Jalen Tolbert, and I need about 2,500 more to get Zach Wilson.
Let's go.
The king himself. And to get there, I am going to sell Malik Willis and buy Zach Wilson.
I still don't know why you had Malik Willis.
I'm going to pick him up probably next week after the Zach Wilson hype dies down a little bit. But the reason I have Malik Willis is because I truly think camp's going to open and everyone's going to see this big arm and his legs and go, why aren't we starting him? And he's going to start picking up some hype here. Whether that results in a week 1 start, I doubt it. But I think it'll get people prepared for the inevitable.
Yeah.
The inevitable? I don't think he's going to start.
It's maybe not inevitable, but I'm going to call it is because I need the stonks.
Can I put in a couple moves? Unless anyone else wants to go. Okay. Someone get ready for the sales. I'm selling Brissett.
Okay.
That's a smart sell.
Yeah.
Selling Mariota.
Uh-huh.
Selling DJ Moore.
Oh, Jesus.
not my boy TJ.
Selling Traylon Burks
Yeah, all right. Whole team's going. Whole team's going.
and Drew
I was
Lock.
just about to be like, I'm gonna buy
And Drew Lock.
Herbert. I'm gonna buy Herbert and Mahomes and just walk all my
Okay, some buys. Deshaun Watson.
Uh-huh.
I want Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
I don't hate that.
Dude, Watson's an interesting buy.
I think I have to buy Watson too.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you on that train.
I want
Get all the
Chris
points.
Olave.
Chris Olave is skyrocketing up to keep trade cut right now. I have no idea why.
I'm
Alright.
hoping that he has one more week of stonks. How much do I have left?
I sold Saquon and bought Watson, JT, for your transaction tracker.
How much do I have? 3,000.
Yeah, you got 3,100.
Can I fit the Lizard King into that?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Welcome aboard the train, Lunas.
Let's
Glad
go.
to have you.
Linus is aboard the train.
Let's go. All right, those are my moves for the week. I just redid my entire team.
All right. Am I correct in that I have a bank of 758?
Damn, Aaron Jones is higher
No.
than I thought he was. 4,500 for Aaron Jones?
Oh boy. What is it? Me who's off, or is it the sheet?
He's finishing
You know,
top 5 this year.
I'm
Locked it in.
also whoever sold Kate Otten, I think you got the right idea. I'm selling him too.
Who?
Yeah.
See ya, bud. Kate Otten. Get out of
Oh,
here. I don't know who to I got 3,500.
Probably get rid of Michael Gallup with the news that Tolbert's.
Well, I feel like people knew Gallup wasn't going to start week.
Yeah, I'm hard holding Gallup. I'm gonna diamond hands Gallup. I think this
I'll
is
go Gallup
four.
again when he's about to come back.
Yeah, you're gonna miss out on all the stonks though. Sorry, bud.
Okay.
Blue Sky Moore.
What was that? Was that a harmonica?
No, someone accidentally hit my doorbell. Then I can tell they pressed the neighbors right after.
You got a harmonica sounding ass doorbell, bro.
it's an annoying ring.
I think I'm gonna do the same move that Frank did and sell Saquon and buy Deshaun.
Hell yeah, dude. That's an
JT.
easy stonks move.
You also getting in?
Yeah, I think I have an issue with my transaction tracker versus the bank, but that'll be a future problem that I'll fix.
We can figure that out later. Yeah.
All right, I'll just make my moves now. I definitely need Deshaun on the team, which
I think I'm gonna join you, Lunas,
What?
on the Jalen Tolbert train. Picking
Yeah.
up Jalen Tolbert.
We're all aboard.
who do I sell though, guys? I don't want to sell Sky Moore.
Probably
Mariota, and Drew Lock. You can sell both those guys.
I don't want to hold Mariota. I think Mariota's week 1 starter and not really.
Yeah, but how is his value going up from today until next
it's
Wednesday?
I
That's
don't-
how I view these things. Like there are a lot of guys that I'm selling that I plan on rebuying later on, but I'm thinking like, what's
Yeah.
going to make them improve this
Well,
week?
So Drew Lock's definitely gone. So I'll sell Drew.
I
Lock.
would. Oh yeah, I mean, if you sell Drew Lock, I think you could afford him.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. See you, Drew Lock. Yeah, I don't know if my bank's right currently. That is the one issue. I think I might have a lot higher bank than I actually do. So we might have to look into that. But for right now, I'll buy Deshaun just simply off that, and then I kind of want Tolbert as well. I don't want to sell Michael Thomas for Tolbert though.
That's so
I'll sell Hunter Henry. I don't think Hunter Henry is getting a big bump from now.
I think you're about fine.
I think it's fine. It's based on last week. You had the correct bank before you.
Yeah.
did anything,
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to go.
unless
back
you
a
mean
couple weeks and
wrong
see
bank
where-
on the transaction.
Yeah,
whatever. We'll figure,
It's only going to be off by like a couple hundred though, if that.
we'll just figure it out off air. And,
Yeah, okay.
and if we have to make an adjustment, we'll make an adjustment.
I sold Drew Lock and Hunter Henry, and I bought Jalen Tolbert and Deshaun Watson.
Huh.
JT, hear me out. I'll give you a loan.
Okay.
All right,
A loan for
1,000
what?
keep trade cut points at a 4% interest rate.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's it.
4% interest rate on 1,000 keep trade cut is what, 40 points? I mean, I don't know. It might be worth it. No, you're probably not getting 40 points week to week on one of these guys, so it's probably not worth it.
I mean, you could get 300.
I guess theoretically, yeah. But why do I need Frank Sloan though? Is the other question. I have the points currently.
JT, I will give you 10,000 keep trade cut points for a 20% stake in your team.
I didn't know this turned into Shark Tank.
You've been watching Shark Tank recently, Frank? Is that what's
I've
going
watched a couple clips.
Mr. Wonderful and his war.
I think I gave you
royalty.
that would have been a fantastic offer for you, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I just valued your team at like.
I just want the royalties. I just want the royalties.
Mr. Wonderful.
All right. Does anyone else have any moves, or is this wrapping it up for the week?
I think this is wrapping it up. Frank,
Dude,
you do have pretty much 1,100, in the bank.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas? Who's the stonks move this week?
Around 1,100. Let me look.
Yeah. Let me take a look at this sheet.
Around 1,100.
My options are relatively thin. Sterling Shepard, CJ Uzama.
What about your boy, Kenyon Drake?
Yeah,
I could pick up Mr. Friendzone himself, Noah Gray.
Ooh, that's a good one. What about
Mr. Ice Cream, Braxton Berrios?
Okay, I think I found where the problem lies in my transaction tracker. Let's see.
Quez Watkins isn't terrible.
Quez Watkins?
I think I'm just gonna hold my 1,000 points.
I think that's probably the best.
I don't really know if I want any of that trash. Anyone want a loan?
No, Frank. We can't do that.
Why not? Show me the rule.
I guess you made up the rules, so here we are. All right.
Yeah, I'm chilling probably.
I'm done as well.
Yeah, those would be the final moves for this week on my end.
I feel like JT's thinking about tinkering something.
Pondering.
No, I'm hard looking into the transaction tracker and making sure I'm not cheating.
I can't believe you still have Julio and Will Fuller on your roster.
Don't worry, when they sign.
Yeah.
Do all three of you have both of them?
No, I only have Will Fuller.
One. Frank and JT have both.
I was the one that
you're
started
laughing now, bud.
I started the Julio Jones.
I've been laughing for like 2 months at it.
Yeah.
You're laughing now, bud.
Oh, you know what I think it is?
What?
I never bought David Bell. I have on my transaction tracker buy David Bell. I never bought David Bell.
Oh, well,
sorry,
there you
bud.
go.
Missed out. Stonks.
Anyways,
Stonks have been
Jimbo.
lost.
All right. Well, it sounds like that's it then.
Yeah, I mean, quick episode. We're getting preseason soon, though. Preseason's going to be a wild journey.
Yeah.
A hardcore bait season, but there are stonks to be made.
The Benny Snells and
by everyone on the
Deontay Foremans of the world that are backup running backs.
What teams beat report? It's like the Eagles, the Jets, the Ravens,
the Raiders.
Yeah, those 4 teams I'm going to be targeting players. That's why I brought up like Devontae Smith and Goddard. And then,
I mean, the one thing that I want to ponder though is that how do we just account for we just buy players that do well during the week if we only have one embargo?
What do you mean?
Maybe each one of us can embargo somebody.
I thought that was the original idea.
Like if multiple players have a good week?
I mean, I guess the thing is we do have to hold them over the whole next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. We have to think about that potentially.
It's going to be crazy. training camp and preseason.
Do I have 49 in my bank right now?
Yes,
I
you do.
do.
Yeah.
I fixed it. I'm a genius.
Good
How much
for
do you
you,
have in your bank?
JT.
49.
49. Wow.
All right. Well, that's going to do it from us here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right. Good luck this week, lads. Let's stunk.
See you guys next Tuesday. Thanks for
See ya.
watching.
Thanks, guys.